So now let's go to our team. Oh, by the way, did you see? I didn't watch the game yesterday. I saw him getting blown out, and I saw pictures on social media.
I saw it. I watched it live.
Rob Pelinka was in the stands.
God, dude, they kept showing it. It was tough. It was first quarter, because Bob Myers was on the call, former general manager of the Warriors. I've always liked Bob Myers. Super interesting guy, super smart guy. He was an agent himself, actually, kind of laying the mold for Pelinka a little bit. I like him on NBA studio shows. Did not enjoy him on the call. Talks nonstop. But he is a GM. So when there's Pelinka's at the game for Andre Iguodala's jersey retirement, they're going to show Pelinka side by side with Nico Harrison a lot.
Was he his agent?
Yeah.
Is that why he's there? Okay.
Yeah. Who worked with Bob Myers when Bob Myers was the Warriors GM. But it was at least twice, if not 3 times in the first 3 quarters. Also because the game was getting pretty out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
They would just show both of them on television and talk about them. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't do this. Like, I fully intended to just watch this game and maybe try to not think about this for a minute. And it was just, hey, those guys have traveled the world together. They know each other in a way that a lot of people evaluating this trade don't understand. There's a trust there and a history. And it's like, fuck, dude, I don't care. I just want to watch a basketball game without having to think about this for a minute. And
clearly there's a trust there.
It's the whole game.
There's a trust there, but one of the guys betrayed the trust. Seriously, if you're actually friends, you'd be like,
what are you doing?
I got to give you Austin Reeves, too. I mean, you need another ball handler.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers, I'm listening to Locked On Lakers these days. And I'm trying to learn about my new team. And, they can't believe it. They just can't believe how cool this is that there's always 2 of those guys on the floor. Like Austin Reeves is a real good distributor, ball handler as well. Offensive player. He's a real offensive threat. And the fact that they can have Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. And yes, so then after the game, they beat Denver. So his first few games, they went 1-2. He was on a minutes restriction. He was averaging like 15 points a game. But he's Luka, and he hasn't played in 2 months, and he's Luka. So if you thought, oh, look, maybe Nico had something here. And he looked real. I mean, he was shell-shocked. He really was. He's an actual human, and that did affect him, I think. But he had a great game in Denver. 32 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. You see some clips now, and maybe this will get bigger. The fact that Luka does complain about to the refs a lot, but he also gets mugged a lot.
Sure.
And you've probably seen the one clip of him going around the right side and just getting hammered, and then hammered again by a different guy, and then he still gets it off and makes the shot, but he didn't get an and-one. This will be a bigger thing now that he's in the spotlight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun for the NBA world to finally take his complaints seriously.
It has reshaped the entire NBA.
Yeah, I saw buddy from Mavs Twitter, Jared, was like, man, watching Lakers fans react to an extremely normal Luka game, like, oh my God, dude, he just does this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was a C+ B- game.
Yes, 30, 10, and 10.
He shot it okay, but I mean, there's going to be nights where he goes 9 of 13 from 3, and you're like, he can do that?
No, that first game he played when he just did a step back.
Oh, the step
and
back.
the guy, he didn't really almost fall, but it's just like that's what Luka does, and they're just beside themselves. Like, wow, look at this. And I hate that for them.
It sucks.
We had that 3 times a week.
JJ Redick postgame.
This morning we talked about going to war. Be willing to die on the court. All right, I was so amped today. I should have been able to take a nap. I couldn't sleep last night. I was up till 5 a.m. I couldn't even nap today. Pre-game, I'm laying on the floor doing my breathing exercise. I'm envisioning what our team is going to play like. And you guys went even higher. You went even higher. And frankly, our conviction and our belief in the game plan, the bench was great. Everybody contributed. Luka, it's good to have you back. Yes, sir. It's good to have you back.
He's sitting over there.
First team on defense.
Anyway.
I could even hear Dorian in there.
Picking him up full court. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
First team on defense. First team on defense. Rui, Vando.
Okay.
How can you not love JJ Redick? That's another thing, too, is he gets to go play for a cool coach. You remember when Redick and Luka sat down on his podcast when he was here for like a month?
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Whoa, these two guys with LeBron. No, it's awesome, dude. Everything's going great. I don't know, DeGrom, you think about what Chris Sale did after missing a ton of time over 3
if we could
seasons.
just get double-digit starts out of DeGrom, that's got to be a win.
I'm not ready.
They're going
to start. Then J.J. Redick after the game also said, we'll be running the offense through Luka.
Yeah.
And that was part of the first couple of games. That's LeBron's team. That's they made this trade to be Luka's team. Now, if you're with LeBron, it's always kind of LeBron's team. But even LeBron probably has to admit, I'm 40, and everybody involved in this. Like, I'll bet Anthony Davis was just honored to be the guy traded for Luka. Like, really? Like, everybody involved in this is like, I could see. Like, if you really didn't tell LeBron ahead of time, he would have to just sit and nod afterwards and go, well.
Yeah, and how many moves like that are there?
Luka.
2, 3? Where you can just do it and not tell LeBron in the event that they didn't, and you just know it's going to be fine because LeBron's going to be like, well, yeah, it's Luka.
Yeah, you had to get him. And that's the thing.
How is Dalton Connect still in this locker room?
That's why, right.
Explain the trade to me.
Anyone. Again, Austin Reeves, you shouldn't have said, or who'd they get? Max Christie. And many are saying, hey, maybe he was held back there. Okay, maybe. And maybe he's good, but you should also get Austin Reeves. You should get everything they have.
Well, he's going to – if he's actually playing himself into form, I don't know that they're a threat, but if you have those 3 guys offensively, you're going to be able to hang with just about anybody. If LeBron's healthy and Luka's healthy and AR's right, then that's a 1-2-3 that's tough to top.
I wonder
they don't play any defense, but whatever.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
You can have an answer for that is just score more.
You're going to need to see their culture, though.
The one little thing that's happening there is will Luka re-sign here? Like, that's their worry. Like, they want him to sign an extension there.
They should be worried.
And a thought is perhaps that they backed out on the Mark Williams deal. They failed him on his physical. He was the big man they acquired from, is it Charlotte?
Mm-hmm. They just played.
And some are saying, at least through Shams, that they shouldn't have failed. Like, that was what he had was not failable. You shouldn't have failed him. But the Lakers backed out after possibly initial talks with Luka did not indicate that he is real gung-ho about absolutely I'm re-signing with L.A.
Interesting.
So it's just theory, rumor. But they didn't have a chance to talk to him. I mean, that's why the Mavs didn't get that extra first-round pick, as reported. I mean, that's where he still says, no, you still just can't talk to him. I need that first-round pick, or else just we're not doing this deal.
You'd think.
But Rob Pelinka sniffed the blood in the water. He recognized the idiot at the table was not him, and that this guy really wants to get this deal done. He has to get this deal done more than me somehow. That's when Rob Pelinka's sitting there, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm going to theorize that it goes back to ownership as well, that they just didn't want to pay that Supermax.
But what if he doesn't resign? And Pelinka just sent AD and maybe a good player in Christie.
Then it's still a great trade for Pelinka because you have to do that.
You have to figure it out. AD will be free in a couple years anyways. Or at least needing a new contract. LeBron's old. You got to take that shot, again, as Dan said. 100 out of 100.
Right. That's why no matter what happens in the future, it's still a bad deal for the Mavs and a good deal for the Lakers. Even if Luka doesn't re-sign there, Because now it's on the Lakers to make sure he resigns there. But you have to take a shot like that when you have a guy like that. If you find an idiot franchise willing to give up a guy with this talent, it's the talent. You can't teach that. You can't.